Hello. Okay. You see the battery? You see the battery life, the time. If you see part of that's part of the angel number, that's part of the angel number. So be mindful of that, okay? Anyway, I'm a twin flame, and when we met when we were young. We're 10 years apart. I'm 10 years older. And I met him, and then I'm the divine feminine on the twin flame journey. He's the divine masculine. So one of us is predominantly masculine, one is predominantly feminine. But we all have inner feminine, inner masculine. So it's just a twin flame thing because the soul is split. Anyway, I met him a long time ago, and then we were together for a little while. Like a little while, a long while. It should have been a little while because he cheated on me in the very beginning, and I was like, I'm done with you. Like, we broke up. I made him leave, but he kept doing it, and I kept going back to him, staying with him because I had a greedy old boomer karmic that wanted money, and he was a spiritual person we thought was protecting us, but he was really doing spell work on me and my whole family, trying to sabotage us to get us to go pay him. And he didn't want us to figure out what he was doing. So I, being a twin flame, am a generational curse breaker. I see that shit and I'm just like, shutting the light on it all. Anyway, every time we wanted to separate, we didn't. He kept us together. He was coaching us to stay together because he's a narcissistic, greedy old boomer that wanted money. And if we didn't heal, then we would always need him. That is what karmics do. They try to make you dependent on them. So be aware of your intuition. It is there to protect you. Okay, your intuition is there to protect you. I kept feeling that twin flame, the two cards. Whoa, 2 and 3. I just seen 2 and 3, 2 and 2. Those are the two twin flame cards: the Temperance and the fucking Lovers. Look at that shit. The two angels. That's the twin flame cards. Anyway. Whoa. Trust your intuition. It was upright. It was upright. I seen it when I pulled it out. See, he's in this. He doesn't have all the information. He doesn't have all the information. This King of Swords reverse. What's on this side? The Eight of Swords. You, as the feminine, might have self-limiting beliefs because of this. Okay? But that's the clarity. You have self-limiting beliefs as the feminine. This is definitely the masculine side. He doesn't have all the information. He's irrational thinking. He goes off on a tangent because of something that he heard. He's cold and mean and cutthroat. He's not logically thinking. But anyway, we met a long time ago, and we were together for a little while. And every time we wanted to split up, that guy would tell us to stay together because he was coaching us to rip us off. He didn't want me to awaken because then I wouldn't need him, and he wanted money. And he sabotaged our relationship. Anyway. After we broke up finally, he cheated on me again. Emotionally cheating. When we got married. Secrets. See how it flipped upside down? You saw me shuffle. It's the same two cards. Come on now. It's just upside down. Losing control. Letting go. Time to let go of that. Losing control, losing money, losing energy. Not seeing what he was doing. Before it was him being without all the information. Once you are in alignment, once you realize everything that's going on, then it's the secret. It loses its gumption, loses its power. The secret is no longer a secret. Anyway, after he left, I met my soulmate. I met one soulmate that was kind of like, eh. Then I met another one, and that's one of the good ones. Very, 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 very sexy man. Change and transformation. See? A breakup, sadness, and then a transformation, a change. The heartbreak brings change, brings recovery. I let myself go for so long when we were together, like, oh my God, like 9 years. 9 years I let myself go, but I was letting myself go a little bit before that. But he still loved me, and as he was supposed to. But I didn't want to learn my lessons. My intuition was blocked, and everything that man was doing was really hurting us. Hurting me, hurting us. Yeah. Very suddenly, the 8 of Swords, the 8s. I was very trapped in my own head because of the stuff that man was throwing at us. But anyways, then today, like, I got this message a while ago. I just didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. Why? Like, every single time I would see somebody, it was like, you can't touch that. You can't touch that. No. Spirit is telling me, and also anybody else that is thinking about that, like, when you get into a relationship, you are no longer single. You can't cheat on them, okay? Because what happened to fidelity and chivalry? Monogamy. I am very monogamous. I was raised Catholic. I believe in being monogamous. I am not out. I do not want to be poly. I do not want to be in an open relationship. I don't. So, unless we discuss that when I first meet you, which I probably wouldn't want to do, yeah, it would probably just be sex. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sex. Like, it's a pattern that you're repeating. It's karmic. It's karmic. It's literally, the cycle is reversed. It's karmic, and it's an attachment. It's a pattern. It's unhealthy. Because all you want is to have sex with one person while you have sex with many other people. And in case that, it's like an insurance policy. That first person is like, just in case I strike out everywhere else and I feel like shit, I can come back to you. That's what it is. And it's ridiculous. And you ain't putting me in that, because then that makes me feel like I ain't enough for you only. No. So, very suddenly you meet your twin flame, your soulmate. Okay, whoa, that was in here. That was in here. Yeah, that's you, that's you creating an obstacle for yourself. I didn't even fucking, those 2 cards were in here instead of with the other deck. The 3 of Wands reverse, you're not seeing that you are depressing yourself. You're not seeing that you are depleting yourself. You're not seeing that that is breaking your own heart. I ain't living like that. So anyway, and then I seen, so I had an epiphany at the gym. I was finally understanding that message, and then I got to an intersection, and there was a USPS truck. And he works for the USPS, my twin flame. I got him that. I helped him get that job. Because of my federal status, I'm a veteran. So anyway, that's a synchronicity. And what I'm getting is, as soon as the divine feminine is left with a choice between a soulmate and the divine masculine, and it's usually because he waits too long, and then you meet your soulmate, and then yeah, distance, mask. He's pretending because he, you know, he's away. He's epiphany. Two-Faced. He thinks that you broke up with him because you're two-faced, even though he cheated. That's a trigger. That's a trigger, okay? Two-Faced, epiphany, mask, pretending, and distance. Divorce, ghosted, separation. He is a double life cheating backstabber. He cheated, okay? So that he could cheat. He wanted to cheat so he could leave. 909. Deception. He was hiding all that shit. It came out, and then yeah. But when you see how I'm being drawn in 2 different directions. That's what it feels like with the feminine, because you're like, well, what is he doing? Well, what is the soulmate doing? Like, you're constantly evaluating. You're gonna have a choice between 2 people. That is exactly what it is. Okay, the soulmate. Because he's procrastinating. You're gonna be on your own journey with the soulmate. You're gonna meet a soulmate, and you're gonna be in a relationship or God knows, and then he's gonna pop up, because like, I've seen that truck and it was crossing my path. So you will cross paths again, but it's probably after you meet somebody else, because he wants to be in his ego. Procrastinating. Anything. Recharge, let go,